Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about what is software testing. What is testing? What is meant by software testing? We are all going to discuss. So what is meant by software testing? First of all, what is meant by a software? What is meant by a software? Software is nothing but a set of programs which will perform some task. Nowadays, in this digitalized world, we are seeing many software applications. In our day-to-day life, we are using n number of software applications. What are they? For example, phone pay is there, Google Pay, Gmail, YouTube, IRCTC website for booking a railway ticket. So what are all these things? These are all nothing but software applications. So with the help of the software applications, what we are going to do? We are going to perform some tasks. What the software applications are actually doing? What the software applications are actually doing? They are doing some tasks. They are performing some tasks. Suppose I want to transfer money. So what I have to do? So previously, when there was no software applications, we used to go to the bank and transfer the money. If you want to withdraw the money, you used to go to the bank and withdraw the money, deposit the money, go to the bank and deposit the money. So these were there. Now, if you want to transfer money, what you are doing? You are using phone pay or Google Pay and you are transferring the money. If you want to book a railway ticket, previously you used to go to the railway station and get a ticket over there. Now we can just book the ticket online in the IRCTC website. So what this website is doing, we do some actions, so it will perform the task for us. It will book a railway ticket for us. So what the software applications are actually doing, they are performing some task for us. So software application is nothing but it is how the software application is actually doing the task. Internally, some programming is done. Internally, some programming is done to execute the task. That is nothing but a software application. So what is meant by a software? Software is nothing but it is some set of programs which will perform some task. So who is going to do the task? The machine is going to the task, computer. So what is meant by a software application? The software application is nothing but a set of programs which will perform a task. That is nothing but a software application. Then what is testing? Then actually in our day-to-day life we do a lot of testing. Then what is meant by a testing? So testing is nothing but you are expecting comparison between expected values and actual values. Comparison between expected values and the actual values. Suppose in our day-to-day life we do a lot of testing. Suppose if you want to buy a mobile, so you go to the shop and what you do? You will do some testing. What kind of testing you do? You will see the screen. Is it clear or not? Are there any scratches on the screen or not? So what you are doing, you are testing it. What is the expected value? The screen should be clearly visible. No dust should be there. No scratches should be there. That is the expected value. Actual value is nothing but how the product the product how it is. Suppose there are some scratches. That is the actual value. What is the expected value? It should be clear. There should not be any scratches. That is nothing but expected value. So you are testing. What you are testing? Whether the actual value is according to the is as expected or not. So comparison between expected values and actual values is nothing but testing. Let me give you one more example. So when you're cooking food, how do you do? You take some when you're cooking some food, rice or any other curry, what you'll do? So you'll take some curry into your hands and you will taste it. Whether the salt is properly added or not. Is it high or is it low? Or is it correct? What you are testing? You are testing the amount of salt present in the curry or any curry. So what is there? The quantity of salt. It has to be proper. That is the expected value. How the curry is? Is it salty or is it there is no salt? So that is the actual value. So you are comparing. What you are doing over there, you are comparing whether the salt is correctly added or not, properly added or not. Is the salt as expected or not? The quantity of salt is present in the curry as expected or not? That is nothing but testing. So here, what you are going to test? You are going to, so here that is a day-to-day life testing. So we perform a lot of testing in our day-to-day life. Now, what is meant by software testing? Software testing is nothing but the developers are developing the application with some expectations. So in this my application should be like this, should perform this task. So they are with some expectations, they are developing the application. But actually, how they after developing the application, how the application is working, that is nothing but actual value. What is the expected value? While developing the application, they'll have some expected things in there. So whenever I click on touch button, so these things should be displayed. So they have some expectations. So whether your application is working according to the expected values or not, that is nothing but software testing. So whether, so for example, uh, when let me give you one example, like Zomato, like Zomato. So whenever I search for a restaurant, it should display me the restaurant nearby restaurants for me. But some instead of displaying the restaurants, it is not displaying the all restaurants. It is a failure or not? Suppose I take my location as Hyderabad and I'll search for the restaurants in Hyderabad. But instead, it is showing the restaurants which are present in Bangalore. Is this the expected thing? So it is not the expected one. Whenever I select the location Hyderabad, and whenever I click on the search button for nearby restaurants in Hyderabad, it should display the restaurants in Hyderabad. But instead, it is displaying the restaurants which is present in Bangalore. Is it a failure or not? So expected thing is restaurant list of restaurants which are present in Hyderabad. But actual thing is list of restaurants which are present in Bangalore. So there is a deviation over there. So you have to compare expected values and actual values whether they are correct or not. Is there any deviation? If there is a deviation, then we call it as a defect. So what is meant by software testing? Comparing the expected values with actual values is nothing but testing. So here what you are testing the software. You are testing a software with the intention of finding the defects. With the intention of finding the defects. That is nothing but software testing. That is nothing but software testing. So quality, effect, error, these things we'll discuss in the next session.